Newfoundland and Labrador is the easternmost province of Canada and part of Canada's Atlantic region. Since the province is surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean, fishing has been the main source of food for the people living on the island from way back in the day with the Dorset and the Beothuk to the discovery of a newfound land off the coast of Bonavista by John Cabot, which led to more European exploration and English colonization, as they quickly realized the waters around Newfoundland had the best fishing in the North Atlantic, especially for cod.
But of course, after years of excessive overfishing, the cod fishing industry collapsed in the early 1990s, which changed the economy and lifestyle of Atlantic Canada.
However, of course, fishing is still a very important part in Newfoundland culture today, and in this episode we want to share the story of a Newfoundlander that we both know well, my dad. My dad was born in 1947 in a small fishing outport called Deer Harbour. So it's on the eastern side of Newfoundland near Clarenville. Population was only around 300 or so, but in 1967 they were forced to resettle because it was one of these places that was really hard to reach. So you had to get there by boat in the summer or by snowmobile in the winter, and of course that was getting very expensive for the government to bring all the necessary supplies.
And resettlement is still happening today as population continues to decrease, as people are moving to bigger towns or even to other provinces for work. So when you're driving around Newfoundland, it's very common to see very small communities.
Like Deer Harbour, many of these places end up becoming a place for summer cabins. So oftentimes it's people who used to live there or the family of those people that end up having a cabin there. And last summer we were actually able to go out to Deer Harbour with my dad, with a guy named Stuart who brought us out in his boat into his cabin, and so my dad could show us around.
I'm the first Mexican in Deer Harbour! But this was not my first time in Deer Harbour. My first time was actually in 2013 when we did a road trip across Canada. So if there's another Mexican out there that has been in Deer Harbour before me, I would love to read your comment and know about your connection or the reason why you visited.
After looking at some pictures, my dad brought us around, first to his old house, where he, his parents, and his 11 siblings woke up with views of the Atlantic Ocean.
This is the steps that were leading up to our house. Concrete steps, all buried now in moss.
Well, welcome to the Bailey's residence.
You would never know a house was here.
That would be a piece of the siding. We would call clapboard then, on the outside of the house. This was our view every morning. Look at the window, have breakfast, look at the window, and there you go.
Enjoy listening to all his old stories and how he grew up. Life was so simple. They built their own houses and grew their own vegetables, which they stored in a concrete cellar, as they didn't have a fridge or even electricity. Although electricity and running water was already available in the bigger cities, but they still lived with gas lamps and carried water from a well.
And if you think about it, this was less than 70 years ago, which is pretty crazy because it's not really that long ago. And if you think about all the advances we've had since then, from having no electricity to having like facial recognition on your iPhone. So pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I think I can maybe live without electricity, but definitely not without running water. I will miss my bathroom so bad.
Our outdoor house was up there, outdoor toilet. You had to get up in the morning, walk up there, up to the knees in snow, -30.
Oh my God.
Do your thing and walk back in the snow.
And at night, where did you pee at night?
Well, we used to have pails in the house.
And what did you use for toilet paper again?
catalog, pages of the catalog. Eating the catalog. While you're pooping, you look at the sales. When you finish.
Ay, ay, ay.
All my aunts and uncles will be here.
How are the bugs, Mom?
Terrible.
And even though he left there 56 years ago at the age of 17, he still misses it a lot and still remembers how to get around, even despite the fact that all the vegetation has grown over most of what was there, but he did show us the church, the school, and the cemetery.
This is way to the graveyard. Wintertime they would use a horse, but in summertime they just carried the casket. I'm all in there walking.
Hard place, huh?
Hard place.
The mosquitoes were horrible. It was the spring, that's why we were wearing our jacket and toque, but also it was protecting us as the mosquitoes were getting everywhere, in your eyes, in your nose, in your ears. So we were super happy when Stuart just showed up in his quad so he could take us back to the cabin where we enjoy a delicious fresh lobster.
A Mexican Newfoundland lobster. Wow, she got one! Yay!
Got one!
Check him out, bring
Oh
it
my
in.
god. Now don't drop it.
Hey, lobster! There you go!
Oh, he wants to bite me! There's meat there. A good Newfoundlander will eat everything from a lobster.
What you do, Carly?
Nothing left.
Listen.
Oh.
You put it in your mouth.
What's like this, huh?
And haul it.
Like this?
And haul it, see?
Oh, that's it? Oh, look, that's a little piece of meat.
Yeah. Well, you do it.
Fishing is the main hobby in Newfoundland, so if you're into fishing or want to try it, this is the perfect place to do it.
However, it depends on what kind of fish you want to fish for. For example, the famous one to fish for is cod, and that's really highly regulated because of their low numbers, so you'd want to come certain times of the year. Unfortunately, when we were there, it wasn't cod fishing season yet, but we did get to go out on a tour around Cox's Cove, and we did get to throw some hooks in the water to catch some fish for the nearby bald eagles to feed their chicks.
It's a big one.
Is it? Yeah, it's heavy?
Oh yeah.
Probably it's gonna be so tiny.
no,
Oh my god!
Wow.
That's a big one! Oh, I'm sorry.
She knows me, she knows the door, she's not scared of me, right?
Got it! Good job!
Unfortunately, my timing was off for actually videoing the eagle to catching the fish in the water. But despite that, if you're ever in the area, this is the perfect tour to really experience Newfoundland, because not only do you get to see bald eagles and perhaps do some fishing, but you get to do it all in a traditional Newfoundland dory, which was used back in the 1850s, especially back in the 1850s. They're still used today, but on the Grand Banks of Newfoundland, which was known as one of the top fishing areas in the entire world, especially for cod, haddock, swordfish, and other kinds of sea life.
Plus, you get to go ashore to Darren's cabin and try some fresh mussels.
The thing about it is you don't use very much water because I mean they're mostly steam cooked.
Can't get fresher than this!
Yeah.
So as you can see from this video and our other Newfoundland videos, the Newfoundland culture and lifestyle is strongly tied to the ocean, and of course seafood is one of the most popular types of food there. However, they also eat a lot of wild game, such as moose and rabbit, but perhaps the most famous of all their dishes is Newfoundland Jigs dinner, which we prepared at my uncle's house. So what's in Jig's dinner, Dad?
Well, first of all, there's salt beef that we got to soak overnight. Then we do peas pudding from yellow split peas. They're soaked overnight. Then we put it all and boil the salt beef and the peas pudding for about an hour. Then we put in the potatoes, cabbage, carrot, and turnip. This guy here is the peas pudding. I got to take that out and squeeze it.
So dinner is served, and this is how Jake's dinner looks like. We have here salted beef, the vegetables, the cabbage, and the peas pudding. So we're just gonna sit around the table, eating, enjoying this amazing dinner, and listening to some Newfoundland music. That's it for this video, and we hope you enjoy listening to Matthew's dad's story.
Yeah, it's quite a unique one. It's not often you find someone these days who lived like that. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you don't miss our next video.
And visit our website
At mustdocanada.com. See you later.
That's on camera.
Yeah. We're going to put that in there, I think. So cooked one, uncooked one. I was going to say fresh one, but they're all fresh.